Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm back for the final live stream of the day. All right, the first person I have here is Sue. Adam's intentions or next move. He may be a little stuck in the mud here. I'm not surprised because of everything that's going on, but it doesn't look like he's got anything planned coming up. It looks like he's feeling like a lack of hard work and feeling like less passionate and like no wishes are coming true. I think that right now he may be a little bit bummed out just about. I don't know if he's like not leaving the house and under lockdown, but he may be feeling like a little bit deflated. Let me see what else I can get. Yeah, he's overthinking, he's undecided, and he's stuck. But I don't think it has to do with you personally. I think it has to do with everything that's going on. And, you know, this damn pandemic thingy. Nana, how does the Leo think I feel about him, and what would he say to me? I think that he thinks that you have feelings for him. And I think that he would tell you that he may be a little bit sorry for the way things turned out or for whatever happened between the two of you. But he also feels a little bit burdened by the situation. So he may feel like he did the wrong thing, or he could have acted better. He could have treated you better. He could have made a better choice. Reza, how will Mo react if I contact him tonight? He would be undecided. Undecided, and he would also be thinking a lot. He feels another one, he feels like he's a little bit stuck. And things for him, like he wants things to move forward quickly, but he feels stuck, like he can't get out of his own way. I really think a lot of people are feeling like that, not because of like personally, but because like we can't do anything right now. You know, like what are his next moves going to be? Well, not to take you out to dinner because you can't go out to dinner. You know what I mean? Like there's everybody I think is feeling pretty much stuck and burdened and trapped. I think that's coming up for a lot of people. I just did a private reading for someone and this similar came up for her too. Armani, what are Eric's true feelings for me? He thinks that you're kind, carefree, loving, compassionate, fun to be around, attractive, strong, independent, and unique. Will he decide that he wants to be more than friends in the future, or does he just really want to be friends? And I think there's deeper feelings than just friends here. I think that there's more deeper feelings here than just friendship. I think that there's more to come from this. Elizabeth, what did the dream about my ex's kids saying I love you mean? Ah, interesting. It means to connect with your innocence, connect with your inner child. It's a symbol of healing your own wounds or your inner child's wounds, which kind of gets into psychology, which I'm kind of on the fence about. But healing your inner wounds and healing your past to move forward into the future. Very interesting. Very interesting. Christy, how is Avery feeling her physical health? Okay, well, it comes up like a little bit of a roller coaster. So first it shows the magician is in reverse, which would make me think that she feels like out of control or she can't control what's going on. But then moving past that, temperance is here, which would be feeling serene, compassionate, physically physically with temperance would be feeling serene and calm and at peace, peaceful. And then fighting really hard, physically fighting really hard. So whatever the physical issue that she has, I would think that her body is fighting it very hard with that card showing up. And feeling prepared, feeling very passionate, but then she feels a little bit unsuccessful with the Six of Rods in reverse. But then moving past that, she has the Ten of Pentacles. So it may be somewhat of a roller coaster for her over the next couple of weeks. But I think that overall, she's got a lot of strength and power. So she may have weak moments, but I think that overall, whatever it is, she can conquer it. It just may take time. It's very, very frustrating, especially if you're dealing with something that is hard to diagnose or that they're not finding the right medication or something that's chronic. It's not easy. L, are the feelings I've been feeling today his energy? Yep, a little bit. Yeah, he's been thinking about you or he's in your energy field. Yeah, there's some kind of a psychic connection here. Elizabeth, what's coming in for love over the next 45 days? Well, it looks like over the next 45 days, you may be connecting to a spiritual practice. The Hierophant is here, unless you're involved with a Taurus. It could be a Taurus. But it may be something that you're doing to get through this crazy time. And moving past that, you're going to have some choices here. You have a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You're walking away from something that's no longer serving you, and you have a new beginning coming up where you may feel like you made it to the top of the mountain. Recently, you may be feeling like you put in a lot of effort with somebody and you didn't see a payoff. But that's going into the past because you're going to have choices coming up. There's a Virgo here, and there's also a water sign coming in with an offering of love, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So if you've been feeling stuck in the mud or you're stuck in some sort of a rut, you should break through it over the next 45 to 60 days. We got to see how long this is going to last. Krista, how will the conversation with JB tomorrow? Well, it may start off a little argumentative. There's some arguments and there's some indecision, but then things start to evolve. A new beginning comes, and you could get an offering of love that comes in, and the Empress is here, so you know what that means. Love, money, abundance. Be careful if you don't want children, because it's always could be the birth or the conception of a child. So I think overall, it's going to end well, but it may start off a little bit rocky. Sweet thing, do you see any carefree times coming up soon? Yes. It might not be until May, though. Sue, how will Adam react if I sent him an uplifting message? Sun is in reverse, so it may not help much, or it might not help right away. It might take time. He's still got the Hangman here, and he's still looking a little argumentative, the Five of Wands. I don't know that it'll help. Tony, what's coming towards me in love long term? All right, if you're not with anyone right now, you've got an offering of love coming in with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You also have somebody from your past coming back. Now that, remember, somebody from your past doesn't have to be an old lover. It could be an old friend, an old coworker, a next door neighbor, whatever. There may be some indecision around love over the next couple of months, but you're definitely going to have choices. You might have a couple of people fighting over you. There's a Cancer here too. So you've got a Cancer. Yeah, there's a lot happening here. You may spend a lot of time in contemplation trying to figure out what it is that you want, because it could be something like somebody comes back that wasn't so great for you or wasn't so great to you, but they may be promising you the world. And around the same time, you may have choices between other people who have not yet let you down. So you may kind of be in that kind of sort of a pickle as to who you want to go with. It should be pretty interesting long term. You should have some stuff going on. Sweet thing. My emotions have been up and down. Is it's the hardest part over? I think the toughest part is over. But you know, it's like, it's not easy right now. A lot of people, you know, and the way that I'm understanding it is that the energy was starting to change, right? Where good things were supposed to start happening and the energy was starting to lighten. And then all of a sudden, like the fear kind of collided with that. And it's like, you know, the collective conscious, everybody that's afraid, everyone that's afraid, it builds it bigger and bigger, and the freaking media doesn't help. So that has an impact because it's like a collective kind of thing. It's like if you were to join a meditation group, you could raise the consciousness of the whole group because you're all working together towards the same goal. Well, it's the same thing with everybody being locked in their house, afraid to go outside, afraid to touch a doorknob. That's also impacting the collective conscious. So we kind of have to let this like blow away. Like imagine like it's like a big black cloud. It's got to blow away, and then things are going to start to get better for everyone. Like it's not just affecting one person, it's affecting all of us, which then is making it that much worse because we're all idling in that same place and putting out that same frequency, which is not so great. But I do think that the worst of it is over for you with your emotions. I think you're on the other side of that now. Susie, what's next for me and Steve in the next 2 weeks? It looks like, well, there may be some, see, it shows here, now I would say that this would probably be you guys talking about going away or planning a trip or going somewhere for the day, but I don't know that that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks because everything is under lockdown. It also shows justice here, which means that you should be feeling like you got good karma and you're starting to reap the benefits of it. If you haven't seen him, he should show up out of the blue. But I can't say it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks because I don't know if we're going to be allowed to do that much traveling. It also shows that he's going to be working hard and that there's money coming in. But a lot of people right now are not working. So I don't know what's going to happen in the 2 weeks. You know, the 2 weeks, next 2 weeks may be kind of stagnant. Woo, love reading for me and Nate. Knight in shining armor. All 10 cups are full. You may have a decision to make around this situation. So if you're not with him right now, he may come in like on the white horse. He may be promising you the world. If you used to be with him and he's coming back, that kind of thing, he's coming in or he's promising the world, but just be a little bit cautious because the death card is in reverse, which means that things are not changing or evolving as fast as he's going to say that they are. But I think his intentions are good. He just may not be able to come forward with it all at once. There's success around this relationship, and you're not going to be holding yourself back, but things are going to move slow and steady. It's not going to be like, it's not going to be a fast, everything's not going to happen really fast. It's going to be slow and steady, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. Miss Ronnie, I told my mother today about something that happened to me as a child. As always, she blames herself. It's not her fault. Is she really okay? I'm only getting a 33% chance that she's okay. What I'm getting here is that she feels very weak because the strength card is in reverse. And you can't blame her because, like, mothers want to protect their children. That's what they do. So if something happened to you, she may be feeling like she should have been able to protect you from it, or she should have been able to fix the situation. But let's face it, we're all human, and we can't be there all the time, and obviously it's not her fault, but it may take her some time to digest it and understand that it's not her fault. Because I think, obviously as your mother, she doesn't want to see anybody, do anything to you that could be hurtful or harmful or whatever it was that took place. Talia, when will I hear from Brian? You could be around the 1st of the month. June. Is my brother's girlfriend Pam pregnant, and is it a boy or a girl? I'm only getting a 33% chance that she's pregnant. So I'm not convinced that she's pregnant. And I like to predict the sex of a child by the date of conception. So, for example, it goes by the sign that the moon was in. So when Avery was conceived, the moon was in Sagittarius, but it was moving into Capricorn. So Capricorn, being a female sign, produced a female child. That's the way I learned how to do it. So if you find out for sure that she is pregnant, find out the date of conception, and then we can look it up. Ashley, why did Joe have his friend text me? Because he was very undecided on what to do, or and he's feeling a little stabbed in the back, and he's feeling like I don't know, maybe he thought that you would give his friend a better answer. I don't know. I never like getting third parties involved. I don't care what the situation is. To me, it's never a good idea. New chapter. I spoke to George and told him a piece of my mind. What can I expect? He knows that you're right. You can expect to make it to the top of the mountain and breathe a sigh of relief, because I think that he's going to, I don't want to say he's going to grovel, but I think he's going to come forward like you haven't seen him in a while. Susie, will he start prioritizing me because I'm fed up? He's going to try. He's going to try. L. What made him start thinking about me all of a sudden? Everything was fine until a few days ago. Well, it looks like he's starting to feel a little bit more respect for you. Justice was on your side. He's starting to feel like a little bit victorious. It's like all of a sudden he got the nerve. I don't know what's going on between the two of you, but he feels like he's breathing a sigh of relief. I don't know if he's trying to make things better between the two of you, but there's an offering of love, or the cup is overflowing. So whatever went on between the two of you, I don't know if he's looking for a second chance here, but he's feeling more confident in himself, and that's why he's reaching out. Nicole, what's the energy with Jeff, the Aquarius? Oh, God, I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm trying. I wanted to move that thing because I was afraid it was going to fall and wake everyone up. So what do? I hit the water bottle. I wake him up, and now she's awake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked it up. Oh, the energy around Jeff today. He's feeling a little bit uprooted, ungrounded. Like karma is working against him and not with him. Yeah, I don't know. He's feeling a little bit twisted up today. Miss Levon, General. You got something to celebrate coming up here with the Three of Cups. There may be passion around you. Somebody may be pursuing you. Slow and steady wins the race, and maybe an earth sign that comes in. Could be a Taurus. If not, a Virgo or a Capricorn. If you're single, there could be somebody new around the corner. Fun, spontaneous times when you step out of the box. You might have some decisions to make. And letting go of anxiety. Anxiety and depression or anything like that that's unsavory moves into the past. So things should be getting better for you. Or a little bit more exciting, too. Whoa. How does Nate feel about the text I sent him? Well, if you haven't seen or spoken to him, he comes in out of the blue. He feels very strong. There's a minor tower moment that's moving into the past. So I don't know if you had an argument or something. If you did, or if he's upset about something, he's putting that into the past. And he's leaving behind the weight of the world. It's moving into the past. And moving forward, he's feeling a little bit more like a wish comes true and that he's got the world at his feet. So whatever the text was, I think overall, he feels better now that you sent it than before you sent it. Adriana, General. Oh, you got some choices too coming up around love. Choices around love. So you've got an air sign around you, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also have a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Your wish comes true around love, and you have to be careful that you don't end up in a love triangle with you, the one in the center. So you're not going to have to worry about other women. You're going to have to worry about having too many guys around you, which is a damn good problem to have. Good for you. Adriana, how's he feeling regarding me? I did. I scared the dog. I did. He jumped. He feels that you're passionate, strong, like the two of you were led together for a divine purpose, like the divine has brought the two of you together. He thinks that you are intuitive, sensitive, hardworking, loving, caring, and he's got a lot of respect for you. New chapter. What will George do now? You know what? He kind of feels like he's got no choice but to work hard and get back in your good graces. He feels like it's going to take him hard work, but if he wants balance to get restored to the situation, he's got to work really hard because he knows that he screwed everything up. I think if you give him a minute or if you give him a chance, he's going to try to make it up to you somehow. Or I think he knows that you're right, everything that you said.
Just your thoughts on this tonight. Yeah, we're getting hit, Laura, with a double hit, as is everyone, but particularly here in Texas. And, you know, the Saudis, we give them military cover, we give them a lot of aid, we give them a lot of support. We probably, at the end of the day, are the ones that save them from a lot of people who like to take them out of power. And they need to help us. They need to help America. They need to stop dumping oil on the market. That's not good for Texas. It's not good for America. So that needs to stop. And I hope the president and this administration will be very clear to Saudi Arabia. It's the number one thing I hear from every person in the oil industry. Saudi Arabia needs to stop dumping oil on the markets. Otherwise, it only complicates our recovery with Texas and America.
And Dan, Nancy Pelosi over the weekend, after saying party politics shouldn't be involved here, Pelosi comes out and says this.
Oh my God, I can't get this stupid thing to connect.
Was deadly. I don't know
Christy, will James and Avery get back together? I think that that's where I am. Let me know if I skipped anybody. Will James and Avery get back together? Well, I get a 70% chance that they get back together, but I'm not so sure how long it's going to last, because it looks like, I don't know if he's got a problem with being jealous, or he's got a jealousy issue, or he's overprotective or something, and I don't know that she's going to be happy with that. But I do think that 70% chance is pretty high that they get back together, at least temporarily. Come on with this. Adriana, love reading. Love reading. The first card that comes up here is the Lover's card, which means that there's a soulmate connection around you, and you may need to make a decision. You may be undecided on how to move forward with this person, but there's happiness to come, and they're going to offer you something that you can't refuse. You may be undecided about how you feel about them. You may be feeling a little bit weak and like you're not ready to make the commitment to them, but I think that they're going to be legit. Once again, you got several people showing up here. You've got a... What was that? You heard that? What the hell was that? Oh, maybe it was this thing. I should get rid of this thing. You've got fire signs around you, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. You have another Leo here, and then you've got air signs. Somebody new may be coming in. Somebody else may be around you. Some people may be competing for you. I think you're going to have choices to make in the near future. No, this stupid ass thing doesn't connect. Susie, when will things improve? Because I'm ready to go. May not be until the summer. 7 of Clubs, it could be the month of July, or it could be sometime this summer. Casey, does the Sagittarius love me? Yes, there is love here. There's love here between you and the Sag. Julie, did Donald try to reach me today from an 876 area code number? I blocked his number. Okay, let's see. I'm only getting a 33% chance it was him. I don't think it was him. You know, I got a message from somebody. It was like a mechanical voice that said that I had to call them back and give them the last 4 digits of my social security number. And if I didn't, they were going to have me arrested. L. What are his current feelings for me? What's the matter, baby? You woke up? Alright, what are his current feelings? If you haven't heard from him, he comes in out of the blue. He thinks that you're strong, loving, kind, hardworking, passionate, prepared, nurturing, exciting, attractive, and intelligent. What's the matter, Mommy? Susie, does he love me yet, or could he in the future? He could in the future. I think this guy is going to take some work, though, but he could in the future. Snow White, will Tom come back together with me again, and when? Okay. Is Tom coming back? Yes. And it could be sometime this spring. It could be within the next 7 weeks. Adriana, is the Sag the soulmate, or is it another one? Well, we have lots of soulmates, so it's possible that you're dealing with 2 soulmate relationships. Let's see. Yeah, they're both going to be soulmate relationships. Soulmate relationships are not easy at all. And you can have a choice between 2. At least 2. RZ, what's coming in for me and Maze? There may be some anxiety around this situation, and there could be some arguments. That may be coming in next. One of you may be a little jealous too. I don't know which one. But it looks like there may be some arguments, some anxiety, and a little bit of jealousy happening in the near future. Casey, what does the Sag say about me to his roommate? Well, I can't give you an exact conversation, but what it shows here is that he would say something along the lines of, he has a lot of respect for you, and he thinks that you have a good connection. You and him have a good connection. He also may say something about that he thinks you're a lot of fun, or he thinks that you're, you know, you like to have a good time, you're spontaneous, that kind of thing. But I don't know, I can't give you an exact conversation. I can just tell you what the cards say.
Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this state.
Sue, how'll he feel when I move to the Rochester for school? He may be a little heartbroken over that. A little bit heartbroken, a little bit anxious, a little bit argumentative, and he may feel a little bit wounded.
Listen closely to his first answer about what he believes President Trump should be doing as he consults his script. We have to depend on what the president's going to do right now.
And I'm going back up to the top. Chelsea, when will I hear from him?
Look, all I do is he's got to get in place things that he
Within the next 9 days. Oh, the TV's shut off. I don't like when the TV is off. I gotta turn it back on.
Main menu, home, press down arrow for programs. Press
Let me see if I can get this to come up on here.
If you find that you've been injured in an accident because of someone else's negligence, or if you've been arrested for any type of crime, then you need to call the board of law.
Yeah, the quarantine does have everyone stuck. Vicky, will Richard ever get back into contact with me, or is it done between us? He may get back in contact with you. May not be until, it may be a while. It might not be until towards the end of the summer, the beginning of fall, but I think you'll be back in contact with him again eventually. Raghav, will my ex come back? I'm in Gemini and she's a Sagittarius. Okay, will the ex come back? Yeah, I think the ex is coming back. What's the matter, princess? What's going on? Oh, what's happening? You needed me to pick you up? All right, let's continue on. Seba, love reading. All right. All right, you do tummy time. Come on, turn around. Rah! Rah! Oh, no, don't cry. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got an earth sign coming in. Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. They're going to be very built on very solid ground. They're going to be a very stable person. Success around the relationship, should you want it, and it could move forward pretty quickly. Hey, what's happening here, little mama? Yeah? What is happening? All right, all right. You're a little hungry? I'll go get you the rest of that bottle that you didn't finish. All right, all right, all right. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Was that a little burp? Did you have to burp? Yeah. We got two little bottles here. Let's finish them off. We got two little bottles here. Let's finish them off. All right, baby? All right. Oh. All right. All right. Let's put this here. Wow. All right. Don't worry, it's right here. You got it? Good girl, okay. Myretha, feelings towards me from the ex-Sag. Myretha. Feelings from the ex-Sag. He thinks that you two had a good connection. He's a little undecided about what he wants, but he feels that you are attractive, hardworking. He has a lot of respect for you. Once again, he thinks you had a good connection. He thinks that you're loving, honest, the two of you are compatible, and that you're passionate. Camilla, what's the next move of the Libra towards me? He may want to do something out of the blue, something spontaneous, something carefree, something on a whim. There's still more in there? All right. BHAC 503, General Love. Are you done? There's a little bit more left in here. Can you get it? All right. We'll switch to this one. Here, finish off this one now. Right, finish it. You got it. That's it. You are not holding yourself back when it comes to love. You're feeling much more balance come back into play. There's a fire sign around you, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. They may present you with an offer that you can't refuse. You also have an air sign here, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, and you're not going to hold yourself back. You've got success coming in around love over the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months. Oh, you got more. There's more left in there, baby. I know. You hold the bottle. I know. You're very independent.
take on ice cream sandwiches and not thinking they have relatives. Think of the calories the leftover sandwiches we like a puppy, one plate pepperoni. The flavor goodies from the dry
Malapelli, the current energy between the Gemini and me. Well, it's a little bit like first it's like breathing a sigh of relief, but then it's like the happy home is in reverse and there's a minor little tower incident here. When the tower is in reverse, it's not such a terrible thing, but it's still a little bit of something that's lingering or upsetting. So it's kind of like you got like all kinds of energy here. Success, but also like discord. You want to finish it, Lovey? Here. You got it? Yeah, there's only a little left. Sue is confused. That's where he lives. Why would he be heartbroken? Well, I don't know. That's what the reading says. So it could be that he's heartbroken over something that's going on at the time that you're about to make the move. Or it could be, I mean, readings can go a million different ways. You won't really know until you get there. Or it could be that something happens and you don't end up moving there right away, or it gets delayed. There's a million different reasons why he could feel heartbroken at that point. But I would need him to know what's going on in his life to exactly say why he's feeling heartbroken. You know, in a short, quick reading, you can't really get everything, and I don't have him here. So for him to ask questions or for me to know what's going on exactly in his life, then we could tell. I mean, he could be heartbroken because he doesn't get a job that he applies for at the same time that you're making this move. Sometimes the way readings work is that it's a timing thing. So it could, like, sometimes things will show up, and you may have heard me say to other people, the Taurus comes in when you're offered a new job. You may not meet the Taurus at the job, but it may be happening the same time you're starting a new job. So there could be heartbreak that's going on around him at the same time that you're moving to Rochester, or there could be heartbreak going on around him at the time that you're telling him that you're moving. There's heartbreak around the situation. That's what it comes up with. So that's what I got to go by. Like, readings can be very bizarre, and especially for people that are asking either the same question every day or very similar questions every day. There's no time, right? We don't have time in the spirit world. So you could ask a question one day, ask the same question another day, and it could be different because we're looking at two different pieces that are coming in. Like the way life works. If you're with somebody, right? Say I'm with Joe and we're, in this happy relationship, and I go and I have a reading and I'm like, well, what's going to happen between me and Joe? If the tarot reader says, well, you guys are going to be together long term. Okay. So now I leave and I have a huge fight with Joe. And now I think that we're going to be over and I'm not going to be with him anymore. I go back to the reader. I've done this. I've gone back to the reader and been like, now you told me that this was going to happen and we just had a fight and now he doesn't ever want to talk to me again. And then she'll say to me, what she has said to me is, I can't, she's like, these were her words. She's like, I can't respond to every hill and valley. She's like, relationships go through that. Not every fight is the end. And not every, it's like women want to hear that we're going to be together forever. You're going to be together forever. I mean, they're caught up on this soulmate twin flame bullshit. And it's not, that's what they want to hear. And when it doesn't happen, they're like, well, you said, or like people are like, where's my husband? When am I going to meet my husband? What does he look like? I don't know. If I knew that, I would be a rich woman telling everyone where to go to meet their husband. But what we're taking out of it is every step along the way means something. So just because you don't marry Joe doesn't mean that you don't have a significant relationship with him and learn something from him and enjoy the time that you're with him. You know, getting to the end is not always the final answer, is my point. And what is the end? You can marry someone. My parents were married 20 years. Were they together forever? No, they got divorced. They went their separate ways, but they were together an awfully long time. So when you're looking at it, like if you were looking at it from the top and looking down, you would see all the different things. But when you're standing in it and you're looking like this way from this, it's like, well, I can only see him. I can't see everyone else. And that's how readings work. So why is he heartbroken? Who knows? I mean, you know, his cat could die. I mean, you know, you never know why somebody's heartbroken, but that's what the reading shows. So that's what we got to go by. I did that one. Nikita, my ex told me that he did some sort of spell on me around a year ago to keep us in contact no matter what. Is he lying? Ah. I think he's lying. But even if he wasn't lying, you can't control somebody forever. Like, people have free will. Like, that's the same thing. Like, when people are like, well, who am I going to marry? If I say, well, there's an Aries here, but you have free will. The Aries can come up to you and ask you, do you want to marry me? And you can say no, or you can say yes, but not end up going through with it. So I think that even if he did put a spell on you, you can't control what somebody's going to do forever. The best way that I can describe spell work is almost to kind of like a prayer. Putting out into the universe what you wish to happen, clearing any negativity, but not that you're going to make somebody your puppet, and that they can do, you know, you're going to have control over them. And if you could, is that something that you would want anyway? Would you really only want to be with somebody because you could control them, because somebody did magic on them, and they only are with you because you paid somebody else? Like, I just, it doesn't work like that. I've never seen it work like that. But anyhow, that's aside from the point. No, I don't think he did anything that could keep you guys talking forever, no matter what. I don't believe that. Stephanie. Does my son and dad have corona? They have body aches and fever. Will they get better? I don't think that they have it. I would have them tested anyway. But here's a question for you guys. Does anybody here know somebody that has it? And if you do, write where you're from and like who has it. I don't want to hear the next door neighbor's cousin's boyfriend's dog has it, or, you know, somebody that I worked with 12 years ago that I saw it on Facebook that his cousin's sister has it. If you know someone that has, because I don't know anybody that has been diagnosed with corona, and I'm in New York, not far from New York City, and it's supposed to be like a total breakout over there, and I don't know anyone that has it. Now, I've heard that my friend said that his coworker knows someone that died from it, but once again, that's my friend's coworker. No, it's some, like, I don't know anybody in my life, in my vicinity. I've seen all my neighbors, they're all out and healthy. You know 6 people, and you know them. You know who they are. because it just seems to me, I'm not far from the city and I don't know anyone that's sick. And we got people in here from like different places. I think we've got people here from England and we've got people here from India. Now, the Channel 12 News, the local news here, one of the commentators, I don't know who he is, but he said that he had flu-like symptoms and he went to get tested. Listen to this. I saw it yesterday. He went to get tested and he went to like one of those, the Medi-Stop places that you just go in. He said that they gave him Tamiflu and they gave him Tylenol. It broke the fever, but the next day or the day after, his breathing wasn't good, so he went back. They sent him for the test. He said 7 days he couldn't get an answer on the test. 7 days. In the 7 days, he recovered, but he had the virus. So what the hell? He had the virus and he was given Tamiflu, and they say it's not a flu virus. I don't know. This whole thing is very strange. Yeah, I hear it's really bad in the city. That's what I heard on the news and all over the city. And I hear that it's coming to these other counties that are surrounding the city. This whole thing is very strange. And now one of my friends went, I told you guys, he went it was a Tuesday, a couple of Tuesdays ago, and he said that immediately the guy stuck the thing up his nose and came back like 2 minutes later and said he didn't have it, told him he had the flu, gave him antibiotics, sent him home. He's fine now though. I'm like, how could they test it that fast? I don't believe that they tested it. I don't know. Colleen, love, General. You got an air sign coming in around you with a cause for celebration. A Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. They're going to be working really hard at getting your attention, and they're going to make you feel very well balanced. They may want to take you on a trip or do something, travel to water, near water, or around water, but it probably won't be for a while. I know my dad lives in Florida and he said that they just put him on lockdown, but that if you fly down to Florida, you have to get quarantined for 14 days by yourself. And then I heard, I don't know how true this is, I don't know what channel I heard it on, but that the Italians their death rate was so high because they were testing people that died from something else. Like, say, for example, you died of a heart attack, they would test you for COVID and you would come back with COVID. But meanwhile, you really died from the heart attack. But I don't know how true that is. I heard it on somewhere. I don't know. You hear all kinds of crazy shit. Ashley, the Leo's feelings for me. The Leo thinks that you are a strong character, that you're loving, spontaneous, intuitive, hardworking, attractive, unique, independent, courageous, and very strong. Hey, baby. You smiling? You slouched over like a drunk. Shani, the general reading says that the Aries has a decision to make between me and her. What will the outcome be? Um, you can't look at this situation like me or her, because if you put yourself in a situation where you're competing against someone, you'll always lose. Always. That's a law of attraction thing. You have to look at the situation as if there is no competition, so I'm not competing with anyone. If you don't, and you're waiting, like standing there waiting, pick me kind of a thing, you're not going to win, because you're putting out into the universe that you're waiting to be chosen, which is going to keep you waiting to be chosen. So my fear is that you're kind of doing yourself in as setting yourself up to be in competition with somebody else. I mean, it does look like the relationship between you and him can transform. It's going to take a lot of hard work, though. It's not going to be an easy road. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of hard work for you guys to get past this. All right. I got through a lot of people. Stephanie, what do you see for me? All right, let's see what's going on here for Stephanie. Well, it looks like at the end of the day, the overall feeling is you've got happiness around you. But along the way, it looks like things start to move forward quickly. It looks like you may be spending time with a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. It also looks like at some point, you're working on strengthening your intuition. And your intuition can really grow very quickly coming up over the next couple of months. Let me see, where am I? Shelley, General. So aside from anybody except for Stephanie who works in the hospital, does anybody else know anyone that's got this? Okay, General for Shelley. You've got good karma coming in. Good karma's coming in to save the day. You're also putting anxiety in the past. You have a wish that comes true, and you're working towards, well, you may be feeling a little stuck in the mud. Everyone's stuck in the mud right now because we're all locked in the house. But moving forward, there is happiness in all 10 cups, and a lot of passion comes in for you. So I think that once we get past this crisis, things are going to start to move forward for a lot of people. No, I don't know anyone that has it either. I am worried about my father, though, because he's in Florida, and they just you know, it made it mandatory that he doesn't go to work anymore because he was going to work. He owns his own business, but even still, he's got to deal with people. Um, and, you know, I tell him to wash his hands, and he doesn't listen to me. But he said that he got a text message from the paint store. He's an artist, and that the doors are locked. You can't go into the paint store, but you can place an order and like do drive up and like pick it up. But anyway, I mean, I know he. I just wish he wouldn't go to work. I didn't talk to him today. I spoke to him yesterday though. Here's somebody I don't think I ever answered for. Oh no. I haven't answered for Renee, not today anyway. How does Micah, the Gemini, feel about me? All right, how does the Gemini feel? Feels that you're caring, compassionate, stable, hardworking, loyal. They have a lot of respect for you. They think that you're kind, caring, and courageous. Let me go back up. Anna, is JF communicating through a friend on WhatsApp right now? I'm not convinced that that's him. I don't think so. Sade Ross, what's coming up for me in April? What's coming up for me in April? You may be spending time around a Virgo. Slow and steady wins the race with a Virgo. You're feeling prepared to move forward. You have a wish that comes true. Feeling like you're taking control over your life and moving forward. There's no stopping you in April. You have a lot going on.
Just after 12:30 this afternoon, at the four family home, firefighters were able to get those flames under control soon after they arrived, and the car was contained in the basement. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
See, it's very strange to me that there are so many people here that work in the medical field, and there are, I mean, how many cases do we come up with? 6 people and 2 people that died in the middle of the city where there's the hugest pandemic. I don't know. I won't take this lightly. Like, I don't think that you can be too cautious, but I'm just concerned with that they're blowing it up to be more than it actually is.
And I think that he's up to the surface again. The pain that was felt a couple of months ago. Many of us indict the suspect, Matthew Thomas, on a second-degree murder charge now. Initially, the phone line announced he will remain an important piece of hate crime legislation in the municipality. One of the companies looking for
All right, let me see. Who else have I not answered?
company leading a team of industry supercomputers to help speed up that process.
Judelka is Gilbert. Is Andre the person I'm supposed to be with? There is not one person that you're supposed to be with. You have free will to make that choice. I can look at your situation with him, but I can't tell you that he's the person you're supposed to be with. All right, let's see what's going on with Andre. It actually looks like there is happiness around this situation and there is love. There's also room for growth, but it may take a while. It might be a slow and steady process. Things could change around the situation, but it's going to take time and it's going to take effort. All right, let me get to the moderators. Colleen, what's going on? What's going to happen between the Aries and I, if anything? Okay. Let's see what's going on with Colleen and the Aries. Well, you know what? There is a chance for things to evolve with this person. Definitely. There may even be a feeling like it's meant to be. You're not going to hold yourself back. If you're given the opportunity, you'll move forward. It looks like, I mean, the Aries is here. It looks like you could have a relationship that's built on pretty solid ground. There could be more to come from this with this person, for sure. L. Will my current neighbors end up getting evicted? I'm only getting a 33% chance they're going to get evicted. It may not happen as fast as you want it to. Soul healing is general for the next few weeks. The next few weeks. You're going to have to get stuck sitting in your house. I think I'm going crazy. I've been in this house. I can't even tell you how long. All right, let's see what's going on for the next couple of weeks. You're going to have some choices coming up, and your intuition is going to be pretty hot, so listen to it. There's perseverance around you. There also could be a tower moment with a soulmate around you over the next couple of weeks. This person may be a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. And you may feel at some point like you put in a whole lot of effort and you didn't see a payoff. But once life returns back to normal, I think we're all going to feel a lot less stuck. Oh, I skipped tarot, babe? All right, let me go back up. Tarot, babe. What does tarot want me to know? Okay, what does tarot want me to know? Okay. And then let me get the moderators. What does tarot want me to know? step out of your box. You could be making a whole lot more money. You have a union of the souls coming in out of the blue. When you lay down the law and you cut through the bullshit, there's an air sign around you. Leo, Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. I answered one for Camilla on this one. I can't remember what the question was, but it was a really long time ago. It might have been about how somebody feels about me. Mel, will the Cancer get his finances together and come back and get me as he stated, or will he end up moving back to our city? Okay, let's see. Is the Cancer coming back to get Mel once finances are situated? %70 chance that he gets himself situated and comes back for you. It looks here, 3 of Pentacles is in reverse, so he may be struggling with that. Let's see, does he wind up moving, does the Cancer wind up moving back to Mel City? I think that he comes back to get you. I think that that's what's going to happen. It's only a 33% chance that he moves back, but 70% chance that he comes back to get you and you move with him. All right, guys. I am going to go. Is there any other moderators here? It was just Mel tonight, huh? No, I don't see Brandy. All right, and I got through everyone. Laurie, let me do this one for Samantha. Should I go back to school for nursing or design? Okay, let's see. Should we go back to school for nursing? %70 chance you should go back for nursing. Should we go back for design? I only get a 33% chance for design. I say it's higher for nursing. All right, guys, I am gonna go. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll post the times in the community section because I know sometimes the notifications don't go off if I go on too much. So I'll post the times. All right, guys, thank you. Thank you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.